Whoa, what's good with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And I'm here strictly to talk about D23 and the Marvel panel. The three new additions that we have received. A blessing from Kevin Feige. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. Introduction, go.
Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night.
Now that the introduction is out the way, I want to dive straight into D23. And first, I want to talk about Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and how they're going to introduce her to the MCU, and they bringing her straight to the Disney streaming service. And when they bringing her to the Disney streaming service, first thing that popped in my mind about her was her name be called Miss Marvel, and we're going to have Monica Rambeau that's going to be featured into Scarlet Vision. So now we're going to have pretty much three Captain Marvels that's going to be a part of the MCU as a whole, even though two of them is going to be primarily on the Disney streaming service, and then they're going to be pulled from there to the movies. But first, that's how they're going to bring her. And the people that don't know about Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel, let me give a quick small back story. Kamala Khan is a Muslim American that was a fangirl of the MCU, basically like Captain America, Iron Man, and her favorite person she was a fangirl of was Captain Marvel. And when I was watching a video game, and they was speaking and they was talking, and from what I was seeing on the video game, they was talking. It was Kamala Khan talking because she was saying how much of a fan she was, and how so they say you never want to meet your idols and stuff like that. So 9 times out of 10, people don't realize Kamala Khan might be a very, very big addition to the Avengers Endgame game. I'm calling it Avengers Endgame game, but it's just the Avengers game. But anyway, though, with her being brought to the MCU, I'm just wondering the direction they're going to go into, because, this day and time era that we having all this politics and the Me Too's and can and cannot say by them bringing it from a Muslim American perspective, and how they're going to bring and how they're going to talk where you have, because there's going to be a lot of controversy about this, because some people are going to disagree and some people are going to agree. Some people are going to say they did like the portrayal of her, and some people are going to love the portrayal of her. So this is going to be one of them things that we're going to be in for a long ride. So hopefully Marvel capitalize on her and make an actually good series, especially because they're making limited episodes, and by being limited episodes, that means they can dump more money into every individual episode. So I'm waiting to see which direction they go to, because I know with the Disney streaming service, they're going to pretty much go hand in hand with the movies, as in the timeline. So that's going to be another thing that's going to be good. So you're able to see the Disney streaming service and catch up with the timelines. Then you could double back. Then you could double back and see the movies and have more details and find more Easter eggs. So I'm waiting to see what they're going to bring with her, because that shit's not the only one. But let's go ahead and get to the person that's one of my cousin's favorite. One, not the favorite, but one of his favorite characters out the MCU, and that would be Moonlight. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Moonlight myself, but I know I have a lot of people that I associate with, and they are huge fans of Moonlight. And I'm not here to critique him, but I am interested in wondering how they're gonna bring Moonlight to the Disney streaming service, because he's gonna give you that Dark Knight vibe, especially because of his history and what he had to do and how he became Moon Knight. I don't know if I said Dark Knight, but he became Moon Knight. Dark Knight is Batman. He is Moon Knight, and you're gonna still get that same dark vibe from him. So I'm waiting to see how they're gonna present him, and I hope they don't. I was a fan of Gotham, the TV series, but I just hope they don't go in that corky direction. I want them to go in more of a Daredevil type of direction, even if they have to tone it down to keep from all the blood and the guts and stuff like that, because the vibe in the Disney streaming service is going to have to be PG-13. But only I could wish that it would they was able to let rated R movies, because Disney have enough streaming services for kids. This could be one they could use for the adults, where you have your nerds and your geeks like me, myself, and I, when it comes to like when watching Star Wars, and you got all these Marvel shows and animated shows that they're supposed to be bringing to the table. And I would like them for them to make it more ground a theme I don't want them to go the Nintendo route, where Nintendo felt like I grew up with Nintendo, but Nintendo didn't grow up with me. You know what I'm saying? That's not my line, and I'm just here to let you know that's not my line, but that's a true statement. That's a true statement. But anyway, though, back to the Moonlight. I just want to see them present him well, and hopefully it'll be a good series. And by it being limited, they're going to pump the same thing, pump a whole lot of money. And with him, I'm more interested in the writing. And with the Miss Marvel show, I'm kind of concerned about her power set, because I'm not a fan of her power set at all. I just hope they give her a different power set, reintroduce a power set, or give more perks to it. They just have to present it a different way, because even in the comic books, I always looked at them as, okay, I like the concept of her, but I never did care for her power set. So hopefully they upgrade it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Monica Rambeau power set is amazing. I just hope they go all out with hers, and then they take notes from that, and they use Monica Rambeau as to be more of the person that Kamala Khan is looking up to, instead of Cara Danvers, because I don't want to see that connection like that. I just hopefully that they go in a route where they go with Monica Rambeau, especially with her power set and the way that she feels. And by speaking about the three women, let's talk about another powerhouse woman that they brought out. Man, when I seen this, I was like, oh shit, really? They going up. They going to actually do this jump. They going to actually bring the jump. So that means it might be a possibility for the A-Team to actually be made and be a good movie, because they are now introducing She-Hulk. I had to stop. I had to pause for a second. That almost got me tongue twisted. But She-Hulk. She is going to be the next member of the Avengers, and I want to see her star with the A-Team. But with her TV series, my whole thing is, I don't care for when they bring a person in you never heard of and don't have nothing to do with this person in the MCU at all. Then all of a sudden they give them an origin story, or give them a story where now all of a sudden they had their own movie and they introduce them straight into the MCU. I like how they did Spider-Man. I like how they did Black Panther and etc., where they kind of introduced them and they slowly got you involved into with this person, and how you know, like, the type of personality they have and the type of person they are. So you kind of grow attached to this person. So when it was time for them to have their own solo movie, you was able to know what you was diving into. Now with She-Hulk, even though it's on the Disney streaming service, I would have just loved to see her be introduced somewhere else in a background Easter egg, at least, as in David Banner have to go do something for one of his family members that he had to leave out, and then come to find out it was a blood transfer, you know. But instead of putting that in the movie, because I'm assuming that She-Hulk gonna consist of at least the first episode with David Banner. But that'll be good to see him on the Disney streaming service, because I know that they bringing the people out of the MCU and they put them in the Disney streaming service as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in the show, and I'm looking forward to seeing him Hulk out, and I hope she Hulk out as well. But if the Disney streaming service, to be successful, they have to pump money into it. So I'm guessing that's why the episodes is going to be limited to like 6 to 8 episodes, and therefore they can pump more money into it and give us a better experience, because you always want a person want more. You don't want a person feel like, oh, that's too much, it's oversaturated. That's a good thing that they're doing it like that, so it won't oversaturate the superhero genre by giving filler and bad episodes. They could just cut all the fat out and just give us straight the prime meat, the best of the best. So hopefully that's what we're going for from there. And if you don't know the history of She-Hulk, a quick statement about her. If you would like to know, She-Hulk is Bruce Banner's cousin. Something happened to her. He had to give her a blood transplant, and the gamma came from him to her. Now she became She-Hulk, and they made her powerful. So basically that's the introduction of who she is. So if you didn't know, that's her story. And if you want to read some of the comics about her, I'm probably gonna put some links down below to for like I might give some of my best suggestions of with some of the best issues of She-Hulk that's readable, that you would like to check out, that, you know, saying my personal opinion from like the Chuck category of the She-Hulk books that's good reading, something that's enjoyable. But anyway, though, I'm going on for like 7-8 minutes now. I don't want to make this video too long, but D23 shocked me, I must say, because when I seen Marvel come out and say we have 3 more movies, when Kevin Feige did that, I was like, oh, hold on, what? And then they slided over, and that's when they showed Miss Marvel, and then they came back in Moon Knight, and then they topped off with She-Hulk. Even though Moon Knight was the one that was trending the most, I'm more anticipating on She-Hulk because I just really want to see where they're gonna take the character to. So if you as a person that's interested in Miss Marvel, or if you're a person that's interested in Moon Knight, or if you're more of a person that's interested in She-Hulk, leave a comment below and say which one you more anticipating and why you more anticipating, and maybe we can converse back and forth from them. So whatever comment you leave, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna conversate back and forth, because remember, I don't do this for me, I do this for we. So like, subscribe, and holler at your boy. And I love what I do, and I appreciate everybody that rock out with me, man. It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out.